Good morning, dear viewers. Coming to you live from our Shillong studio, this is Breakfast News on DD News Meghalaya. Let's get you up to speed right away with a look at this morning's headlines. Deputy Chief Minister MEGHALAYA says new Shillong Township projects remain on schedule despite rain delays. Reiterates government's firm opposition to uranium mining. BJP MLA AL Hek says government offices should remain free of places of worship amid CBI campus temple controversy. Rebhoy District Administration launches fresh measures to tackle Jorabat flooding, orders drainage upgrades and long-term mitigation works. JNC and JSU defend protests at JHADC, say rally was democratic and accuse council of ignoring concerns over Shree Cement project. And defending champions Argentina staged dramatic comeback to beat England 2-1 and set up FIFA World Cup 2026 final clash against Spain. And now the news in detail. First, let's take a look at the local news. Deputy Chief Minister MEGHALAYA has said that while some projects in the new Shillong Township have witnessed slight delays due to heavy rainfall and a short working season, they remain within the scheduled timeline. Dhar said he will personally inspect major projects on July 30th to ensure faster progress, adding that there are no funding constraints and contractors are being paid on time. On uranium mining, he reaffirmed that the Meghalaya government's stand remains unchanged and that it is not in favour of uranium mining in the state.
We visit the new Shillong area township, almost all the projects. So yes, some of the project is in good progress, and yes, few project it seemed a little bit slow. So I have already fixed a date. Tentatively, I'll visit on the 30th of July again by myself. So we'll try to monitor it. We'll request them to be speed project at the earliest possible. I have received some information from the same office. Few project is slow, not that much slow, but it seems they are unable to respond as per time. So I think we from the Urban Affairs Department, I plan to visit on 30th whole day to there as of today. So we'll request the conductor, the partner conductor to follow up immediately with their respective project. No reason, something point about, Meghalaya is raining place and the working season is very slow and very less, maximum 6 to 7 months. So maybe that is one of the reason, because in term of payment there is no delay, we give them payment timely. So they said the reason is one reason that it seems this year rain is little bit disturbed, so maybe that is one of the reasons. So we will try to coordinate with the conductor accordingly. The clause is different from tender to tender, not the same clause for all the projects. So obviously clause will be there. If the conductor is delay, there will be penalties. If they simply delay for no reason, obviously they have to face the penalty clauses. And if they delay beyond time, so that they have to seek renewal for the project only. But as of now, all the projects are still within time limit. But the only thing that it seems some projects a little bit.
A day after the Khasi Students' Union locked an alleged temple under construction inside the CBI office campus in Shillong, BJP MLA AL Hek said government offices should not have places of worship. Speaking to the media, Hek said both state and central government offices must remain free of religious structures, adding that worship should be carried out at private residences or designated places of worship. His remarks come after the KSU served a one-week ultimatum for the alleged unauthorized structure to be removed.
We will not construct anything. We will not do anything further. Okay. Yes.
All the community will be voting.
You come tomorrow again.
All the community will be working in one organization, it should not have any worship place. Worship place should have a separate worship place, not only in the workplace. That is, I am not against nor favor of anybody who is going to stop for the construction or not. That is a secondary for me. But my general opinions, my personal opinion is, in any workplace, whether it is in the state government or central government, there's a worship place. It should be in your own private place only, or you can go to the identified worship places, not on the public place. The government official offices are the public place. All kind of public will go. Why you want to create unnecessary, create unnecessary inconvenience for the people who are working in that organizations or any other organizations.
The Ribhoi District Administration has initiated fresh measures to tackle the recurring flooding in the Jorabad Khanapara area. Chairing a high-level review meeting, Deputy Commissioner Dr. Abhishek Saini directed departments to expedite draining widening, desilting and the construction of check dams in flood-prone locations. He said the administration is committed to finding sustainable long-term solutions and urged the public to avoid dumping waste into drains as clogged waterways worsen flooding during heavy rainfall.
We discussed at length the various immediate measures as well as the long-term measures that are required to be taken. Various measures have already been taken in the past also. However, we need to speed that up, and our effort was to make sure that that the flooding problem we can mitigate, and also what to do so that in long term the impact is less. Officials from NESAC were also there, and decisions were taken in various categories, like for example widening the drains that are there, and to NHAI cleaning of the drains, and at the same time any kind of constructions required, whether check dams or other places. And we focused on the hotspots where flooding has been recurring, and we have also issued various orders. And I would also urge the various citizens to please make sure that the garbage is not thrown into the drains, because many cases we have seen that it ends up clogging the drains, and in the end the water does not get the proper outlet and it leads to flooding.
The Jaintia National Council and the Jaintia Students' Union have defended their protest at the Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council, rejecting criticism by Chief Executive Member Thombor Shiwan. Speaking to the media yesterday, JNC President Sambor Lingdo said the organizations had sought permission for the rally and exercised their democratic right to protest against the proposed Shri Cement project at Lomsarman. He alleged that the District Council had failed to address concerns over land acquisition and the issuance of no objection certificates, while accusing the CEM of avoiding dialogue and misunderstanding the legal provisions governing customary land.
Yang kitau ki yang ki dah hapok ke cinya khmat ke yang daloi dah bendau yang kini kitau cak Shri Cement klaim dah yok bor dan klaim ke jing tip yang kini kitre tau kat kam ke jing snyau thok ke yang ikam ke ki arsen ke JSU wa ke JNC itimi wuto wo pai ya ki kenrum kenram dan ki auri yang ke kendau ke ciap tok ke kamram yang ke District Council ya ke District Council dah pungkup bor ke Constitution of India lang ba ke 6 schedule Wopai ki ya ke jingguri hurah ke kendau ke ciap, ha ke pot ke sam, ha perdi ki ar ilekal ne ke nong chong chunong. Handai ke wapan stau CE wa uni usi amadon ne singi wam putipu. Ila pen mani I ki ar sen wa yaki I. Jingkeli ko ai bo yo CM ila bom kelamu. Halor ke jingcha kene yang ki thau ki bhau, yang ki pradok ki prasnam ki yang I. Ila CM sukiu. Halor ke ni ke jingcha tengkhan ke yang uni ileka Udahlah yang ke ilaka nong kli ki ain ki role yang ke District Council open ban kena ki arsen ki perchang open ne open sa ki ain ki kanun yang ke District Council I kam ki arsen kwa I wa kani ke District Council ke yang iuman ke waklan Kena yo ye ya dai ka kendau ka ciap ka yo ina ka jingcak kulun. Ha kita kibru kiwan nabab.
Jaintia Students' Union President Jersom Shilla has defended the recent protest at the JHEDC, saying the rally was held after seeking due permission and was a peaceful exercise of democratic rights. He said the agitation was aimed at highlighting the alleged grabbing of land in Ilaka Nongkhle and denied allegations that protesters intended to intimidate council staff. Shilla said the union would continue its campaign for the cancellation of the Shri Cement NOC and warned that the agitation would intensify after Bedi Klam if the demands remain unaddressed, while maintaining that the matter would also be pursued through legal means.
Igno ilam ida kalam chenin oto wan hetu im kwa kita gijing penyo bor kita gijing so ada parado parasna ndri wan ni wa em non ni kita gijing sniaw gitu uchale bai ni parado parasna ngi kita gi bru them gi bru duna de igno ilam yung gajantia arsa mi yiwo yarap yaki wan ni to katong ngi we fight ne mentagi issue yang fight ba segawi ge benta wa okulam wa itu gi issue di mani wo wen no yang doloi o pandami ke NOC yang series men ke illegal NOC ko de AP ine liang ga sen ko ai bo AP de wo buram ni ki para do parasnam na emiga le nem betting klam ko ai wo bo de line na do next week wa na do ga ar phau to de khatsan sniu e por ni ne liang ge ar sai wo lu CM mjiu le wan wan ni benta ine liang ge ar sai ban se do lai do wi to wan ruti wi ga message ko kwa pha che so CM OEM o to me mi fit man go CM idowale o hiar chuki news CM uniu bru chong hani o to ron ni o to open yo ban kada o to e dai ga jai bru man ban ban nong ban dai ga jai bru uniu CM ga ong team me fit man go CM.
The Nyautrap National Youth Movement, Maushinrut Circle, has urged the Meghalaya Rural Bank, Ryangdo branch, to improve services for senior citizens. During a meeting with the branch manager yesterday, the organization raised concerns over complaints of inadequate assistance for elderly customers and called for a dedicated service counter. The branch manager assured the delegation that the issues would be examined and appropriate measures taken to improve customer service.
Maushinrut Circle hadin ba nilayo ya kajing ijor na i sabak kebun yang kami tong kan di Brokawai kalor kajing bom nyokor nane kajing bom buram di rangba di kilong pa di bawah lo ta kalian gini seng tak kesini nilayo ban untuk bermenjar ke kalian jung beran menjar pula lar yang ini ba usaha aja kajaka kerpang na kabantaki tu ki temen ki bala nok kata man ai jaka kerpang na kabanta jong ki bat lada ki wan ha bang ro kim don kam shu bandang sim do token number ndre insu late bet ha tu kajaka ban let's say pisala da late day jaka ba let's say pisan lane jaka ban late bet de kim don kam shu ban dang yang do line.
3 children lost their lives yesterday after being electrocuted with a live 11 kilovolt power line at Tangling village under Umyam police station in Ribhoi district. The incident occurred after the high voltage line reportedly snapped and fell across a village road. Village headman Bok Nong Sam said the children were unaware that the wire was live, adding that 2 of the victims were siblings. He also alleged that complaints about damaged power lines and a faulty transformer had been raised with MEGHALAYA before the incident, but no timely action was taken. The historical drama Achik Asong, based on the life of legendary Garo freedom fighter Pa Sonaram Rongrok Gre Sangma, premiered at the District Auditorium Tura yesterday as part of the National Theatre Festival 2026. Presented by Achik Theatre Tura, the multilingual production highlighted Sonaram's non-violent struggle against British rule and his efforts to protect indigenous rights. The event formed part of a nationwide theatre festival organized by the Sangeet Natak Academy under the Union Ministry of Culture, celebrating the 150th anniversary of Vande Mataram.
It is a moving theatre to the courage, resilience, and indomitable spirit of our Gao people. We all know that the life of Sonaram Arsama remains a shining example of peaceful leadership and peaceful resistance. When we study his history, we know that his non-violent movement, through non-violent movement, he led our people in demanding the restoration of Upper Pargana, the abolition of Nazarana Mahal system, an end to forced labor, and the reversal of British annexation of Gulf forests as territories. His courageous leadership, together with the sacrifice of our Gao people in the struggle for justice, dignity, and their ancestral rights, continue to inspire our generation.
Now, the regional news. An unruly mob allegedly carried out stone pelting, arson and vandalism at an Assam Rifles camp in Senapati, Manipur, following a security operation based on intelligence inputs. According to the Ministry of Defence, security forces exercised maximum restraint, using only blank rounds and tear gas to disperse the crowd. One Assam Rifles vehicle, 2 trucks and a civilian vehicle were damaged or set on fire. No casualties or injuries were reported, and authorities said the situation is now under control. Moving on to the national news. The Union Cabinet has approved the Semicon 2.0 program with an outlay of Rs 1.27 lakh crore to strengthen India's semiconductor design and manufacturing ecosystem. The Cabinet also cleared the mobile phone manufacturing scheme worth Rs 62,500 crore, the National Investment Policy for Urea 2026, and 2 railway multi-tracking projects in Orissa and Jharkhand. Addressing media, Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw said that building on the momentum of Semicon 1.0, the scheme aims to further the government's commitment to putting India on the global semiconductor map. He added the initiatives aim to boost manufacturing, create jobs, enhance self-reliance, and improve rail connectivity across the country.
अगर समझे हम तो जैसे नाखून पे अपना नाम लिखें अगर आप तो फिर भी लिख सकते हो, राइट? लेकिन अगर आप इसी नाखून पे अगर आपको बोले कि पूरी रामायण लिखो, पूरी महाभारत लिखो, रामायण और महाभारत जैसे बड़े ग्रंथ अगर इस नाखून पे लिखने हो तो इतना महीन काम, इतना फाइन काम, दैट लेवल ऑफ एक्यूरेसी, दैट लेवल ऑफ फाइन वर्क is what this process of fabrication is. ये जो सेकेंड ब्लॉक में आपको फैब्रिकेटेड वेफर सेमीकंडक्टर फैब जो लिखा हुआ है ना, दिस इज अ वेरी वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स टास्क एंड पीपल से दैट ह्यूमन सिविलाइजेशन में द मोस्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस इफ वी कंसिडर देन इट इज सेमीकंडक्टर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्रोसेस. पूरे मानव सभ्यता में सबसे कॉम्प्लेक्स, सबसे डिफिकल्ट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग का कोई काम है तो सिलिकॉन आई मीन सेमीकंडक्टर का फैब्रिकेशन का काम. उससे फिर एटीएमपी यानी उस वेफर में से चिप, छोटी सी इतनी बारीक चिप जो दिखेगी भी नहीं, उस चिप को निकाल के उसको पूरी कंप्लीट बॉडी देना, उसके लेग्स बनाना, उसको हीट सिंक देना, वो सब देने के लिए एटीएमपी वाला.
Now, the international news. UN spokesperson Stefan Dujarric has said that the UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has expressed deep concern over the continuing military escalation in the Middle East, urging all parties to de-escalate and return to diplomacy. The United Nations also called for the restoration of freedom of navigation in and around the Strait of Hormuz, warning that renewed large-scale conflict would have severe consequences for civilians, global security and the world economy.
The Secretary-General reiterates that a return to full-scale hostilities would exact an intolerable toll on civilians and have catastrophic. The Secretary-General, I can tell you, is deeply concerned by the continuing military escalation in the Middle East region. He calls on all parties to take immediate steps for de-escalation and return to the path of dialogue and diplomacy. The Secretary-General reiterates that a return to full-scale hostilities would exact an intolerable toll on civilians and have catastrophic consequences for international peace and security and the global economy. And I think you heard from Maximo about the impact of what is going on in the Persian Gulf on the global economy. The Secretary-General reiterates his call for the full restoration of international navigational rights and freedom of navigation in and around the Strait of Hormuz. The exercise of navigational rights and freedoms must be respected by all parties in accordance with international law.
Let's take a look at the sports news. Defending champions Argentina have booked their place in the FIFA World Cup 2026 final after a dramatic 2-1 victory over England in the second semi-final. After Anthony Gordon gave England the lead, Enzo Fernandez equalized late before substitute Lautaro Martinez headed home the winner in stoppage time. Argentina will now face Spain in Sunday's World Cup final, while England will take on France in the third-place playoff. Now for the weather report. First, let's take a look at the weather report in Tura. Minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 27 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 81%. Rainfall 1.7 millimeters. Moving on to Shillong, minimum temperature 21 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 24 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 80%. Rainfall 0.9 millimeters. Meanwhile, in Joai, minimum temperature 20 degrees Celsius, maximum temperature 26 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 79%. Rainfall 2.2 millimeters. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Joai says moderate rain with thunderstorm likely at many places. Before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Deputy Chief Minister Sneha Dhar says new Shillong Township projects remain on schedule despite rain delays. Reiterates government's firm opposition to uranium mining. BJP MLA AL Hek says government offices should remain free of places of worship amid CBI campus temple controversy. Rebhoi District Administration launches fresh measures to tackle Jorabat flooding, orders drainage upgrades and long-term mitigation works. JNC and JSU defend protest at JHADC, say rally was democratic and accused council of ignoring concerns over Shri Cement project. And defending champions Argentina staged dramatic comeback to beat England 2-1 and set up FIFA World Cup 2026 final clash against Spain. Thank you for starting your morning with the breakfast news. Don't go anywhere as the Khasi News Bulletin is coming up next. For updates throughout the day, do connect with us on our social media platforms. I'm Dasenika Pirbot. Thanks for watching and have a great day ahead.